Hey, what is up, Double Chen viewers? It's Mike Chen.
Dan Chen here.
And you're watching The Double Chen Show. Welcome. So today we got an interesting topic that we relate to very much with.
Mike, I love this topic.
Yeah.
You know, me and you, we're 90s children.
We are.
Every sense of the word.
Yes.
All right? We had the privilege of growing up in America in the 90s, and you kind of split time, America and China, China for like a couple years.
Yeah.
But you kind of almost, but we're talking about today, the 90s in America pop culture.
Yeah.
And what we miss the most about 90s. Not just about pop culture, but
everything.
Way of life.
Yes.
Because
and it's completely different.
You know what? One more thing to add. It's significant because had we been born even 5-10 years later, we would have missed the 90s.
Yeah.
Right? If we were born in the 90s, we grew up in late 90s, early 2000s, and by then you had the internet, you had YouTube, you had iPads and iPhones. We actually was born in the early 80s, grew up in the 90s when we saw the whole thing.
Yeah.
And now we're young enough to relive it and talk about it.
Yeah. So what are some things that you're missing?
All right, so certain things that I genuinely miss is, of course, like my childhood, like playing video games and the shows. Like I love 90s TV shows, like Full House, like good, wholesome TV shows.
Full House.
Okay.
Little Michelle.
Dude,
you guys probably don't know what Full House is.
I don't know. You know what? Go on YouTube.
Oh, they're making a remake of Full House.
It's gonna be crap. Here's the thing. We watch TV now, right?
Yeah.
What are the family shows out there? Modern Family. I mean, what's the most name a family show right now that's not on ABC Family? Like a genuine sitcom about families. Besides
Blackish?
Okay, no, I'll give you that one. What else? Modern Family.
Whatever happened to Off the Boat? The Asian.
Okay, let that one later on, right? That one later on.
Family
come on.
shows.
I mean, see, here's what I mean. You really have to think about it. And even when you think about those shows, what do you think about them? They're like, all right.
Okay, they wouldn't be things I would want my kids watching.
Cause it's already kind of like, it's already the jokes are already getting kind of lewd.
The standard of a family show is different from between when we were kids and now.
So when we were kids,
what were some of the good shows?
Oh, dude. First of all, there's like 50 of them. All right. Okay. Off the top of my head. Yeah. Full House.
Yes.
Family Matters.
Yes.
Step by Step.
Yes.
Here's an underrated one.
Yeah.
Home Improvement.
Yes.
Underrated.
Who's the boss?
Who's the boss? I mean, okay, come on. There's more. I mean, there's tons more.
Yeah, there is.
Family shows. I mean, these are just the most popular ones. Even a little bit before, a little bit older ones, like in the 80s, like
Brady Bunch.
That's like the one that Leonardo DiCaprio got famous on. Family Ties.
Family Ties. Yeah.
I mean, this is because like in the 50s, 60s, 70s, families still gathered around the tube, right? After dinner, they had dinner together.
Yeah.
They gathered around the tube. So usually, what's good? Well, shows about families, because the whole family's watching it.
Yeah.
So you got to make a show that's good for everybody.
And even now, and this is what me and Dan have strived to do with our shows on YouTube. If you guys have been watching us for a long time, we really strive to make our shows family friendly. Not saying we're targeting people who don't get out much, whatever. That's not the point.
Right.
We feel like there's really a lack of good wholesome content out there.
Absolutely.
So we don't talk about stuff that we feel like it's we
don't curse at all.
We don't curse.
We don't curse.
Because we don't curse in real life.
Because society has gotten so messed up, it's like I was watching a sitcom today, and it's basically borderline pretty R.
Okay, think about it. Family Guy.
Family Guy.
Family Guy is on general
R,
TV.
Dude.
That's on general TV where anybody can watch that. But really, that content is when we were young, if that content was on TV, we wouldn't be allowed to watch it.
We also wouldn't get half the jokes on there.
Yeah.
We watched even The Simpsons was really for grown-ups.
Oh, yeah, The Simpsons
was.
Remember, The Simpsons was considered really mature.
It was
the
mature.
Bundy's Married with
Bundy's
Children
was like taboo.
Was considered really, really bad for that
Dude,
generation.
I couldn't even watch. I had to sneak away to watch Married with Children.
Yeah.
No, that's not a show we're mentioning.
And also, that coincides with the video games as well. It's getting more violent. Don't kid yourself. These things affect the increase in violence that's in society today. Don't kid yourself that it has no difference. It has a huge difference. Here's something I miss. I miss the days when I grew up, literally, I never heard of a school shooting or a stabbing when I grew up. Never heard of it. Never heard of it until Columbine. That was the first time.
Yep.
There was never security in my schools, never metal detectors.
Yep.
I went back to my high school about, I think, like 7 years ago.
Okay.
Just to see what happened.
In middle of America.
In middle America.
Okay.
There's now a security guard with a gun. Oh my God. There is now a metal detector in the front door.
Insane.
This is Quincy, Illinois, like
That's
Farmville.
Insane.
Like, oh, I can't believe how much things changed. The society now, like, we live under constant terror. Everywhere you go in New York, see something, say something.
Yeah, oh, exactly. I mean, seriously, right?
We didn't used to live under these. There was no crazy things like this.
Everybody. It's like, and it affects you. You know, now when we go places and you're in New York, when you see something suspicious, you of course are like, what's going on? Because you're in New York City.
Yeah, it's just,
you know, what's going on?
New York,
does he have a gun? Does he have a bomb?
It's crazy.
I literally miss, as a kid, going outside to play.
Right.
Okay.
Kids don't do that.
Kids don't do that anymore.
Have you guys gone out and played?
No. You know what? You know what I would do if I grew up in this time? I wouldn't go outside and play because there's so much. Like I'd be playing my iPad. I'd be playing video games.
You're watching
I'd be
YouTube.
playing.
You're watching us.
YouTube.
That's okay. You know, spending some time watching us is good.
Right. Well, right. There's no such thing. But here, you don't go play outside. But back in the day, I would literally leave my house.
Yeah. Kids
used
to play outside. Parents just would just be like, all right, go outside and play.
I got my hands dirty.
Like, parents wouldn't be worried about you. Like, okay, just go outside and play. Come back, come back for dinner.
I mean, you know, and it has a lot to do with like growing as a kid. Like, I had a great imagination because I didn't have iPads. Man, that was the good old days.
You know, there was an article I read a few days ago about this woman who had the cops called on her because she let her kid play outside of her house, and the kid was like maybe like within like I don't know, within the confines of the front yard or something like that. And then someone was walking by. I was like,
negligence. You got child abuse.
Yeah, like come on, kids playing outside.
But you know what's sad?
Because it's not normal now
to
have that happen.
That's what's sad.
You know what I always also miss? I miss the days back in the 90s where I couldn't be reached.
Oh yeah, dude. Oh, come when you say that.
Yeah.
Answering machines. Because that's the only way to leave you a message.
Answering machines.
They don't even know what an answering machine. Like, answering machine.
Using a cassette tape. You guys know what a cassette tape is?
Dude, I remember when the digital answering machine came out.
That was huge.
That was like a revelation.
Yeah. That could only hold like 10 messages though. That was like, it's out of space. So I definitely missed the fact that when we went out to dinner, there was no distractions. It was just hanging out. You love to hang out with people. When you went camping, you went fishing, you eat this stuff. There was no distractions. Like nowadays, we're too accessible.
Exactly.
Like nowadays, when you don't get back to somebody when they try to reach you, you're considered rude.
Yeah.
You know, back in the day, like you don't get to reach me till I go home physically and look at my machine.
Right. And here's the thing. That actually adds a element to it. And what I mean is, back in the day, we didn't have text. We had instant messaging, right? AOL instant messaging. So when you were pursuing someone of the opposite sex, you might wait all day for a message back. Right? So it kind of adds to it. Nowadays, you just text them.
You know what was funny? It was, I forgot, it was AOL or somebody that you couldn't get messages if you were offline. Like, it wouldn't send. It was like, if Dan was offline, I couldn't send him the message.
Right.
So you had to stay online. And then, dial-up modem.
Dial-up modem. You know, there's millions of kids out there, or even 20-year-olds, millennials, that don't know this noise. I actually missed that.
I don't miss that.
I don't miss that, actually. I'm just kidding. All right, that's the one thing I don't miss. Because remember,
that was kind of crazy. You couldn't call people or get calls when you were on the internet.
Dude, this is what always happened. After your homework, or whatever, I didn't do homework. After dinner, you're trying to like be on the internet, right? Your mom picks up the phone, cuts the signal. You're like, Mom! Or you know what I'm saying? You're like, or she's like, Micah, I want to make a call, and you're like, I'm busy, Mom.
The day when actually the modem and the phone line was both accessible at the same time, that was like
revelation.
That was insane.
Insane. Here's another thing. remember doing this to download music. So when Napster first came out,
Napster, that was crazy.
Napster first came out, right? You could look for songs. So I loved Final Fantasy music, right?
Yeah.
But it was really hard to find. So usually when you find it, it's like that one guy that has the whole album.
Right.
So naturally, all the other geeks like me are trying to download it from his upload. Yeah. But like upload speed was like 1K per second. So I wait sometimes 3 days to hear a song. But like when you hear it, you're like, this is awesome. Now it's like, you're like, it sucks. You don't get to savor anything anymore.
You don't even need to download anything. Everything's just streaming.
Yeah, everything's
on a
streaming.
Cloud.
I mean, I do.
Cloud floating around. That's awesome. But just saying, a little nostalgic.
Definitely. But I do like the thing is like when we go on vacation, nobody can reach us. Yes. We're in the mountains of Vermont. There's no service, and I love it because I literally forget the city. I forget. You know, and that's the whole point of vacation. Now people are on vacation on their Blackberries. Like, it's like, what's the point? Why don't you just stay at home?
Also, I miss the food back then. I don't know what it is about it, but food was better back then. I don't know why. Maybe it's because now everything is GMO.
It is
fused, but back then food tasted better.
Oh, also, you notice that how we don't eat McDonald's anymore, but even when we're in college, I ate McDonald's. The burgers kept shrinking. Back in the day, a Big Mac. Maybe because I was smaller.
No.
But it was bigger though.
The burgers definitely shrunk.
Let me tell you, the Burger King Whopper used to be unfinishable by one kid.
Sorry. Yeah. I'll tell you guys a story.
No, but back
I had a coupon. Okay, this is before Burger Chains had deals.
Right.
I had a coupon where I could get 5 Whoppers for $5.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Back when I was 12.
Dude, I bet you ate like 3 in one sitting.
I bought 5 Whoppers. I kid you not. My mom was with me. She ate 1 Whopper. I ate 4 Whoppers in one sitting. No joke.
Oh, man.
You know what I missed? I miss good movies.
Good movies?
Because here's the thing. What are some of my favorite movies ever? Jurassic Park.
Forrest Gump.
3 Ninjas. Yeah. Like Surf Ninjas. Dude. Like all these really good not just family movies, but these good blockbuster, awesome movies. Right now, every single Academy Award winning movie is like some crazy, like someone's got to die or be pregnant and lose a kid or something.
Do you agree with this statement? I think the golden age of movies was the 90s and early 2000s. And after 2005, there's no more good movies.
What happened to... When was the last time a good romantic comedy came out?
Yeah.
I think I remember. It was Hitch. That was the last good one.
Hitch is great.
Good one. Before that, there was a ton. It was like The Wedding Singer.
Oh my God.
There was like Four to Tango, Three to Tango, sorry.
Dude.
There was just a ton. Yeah. Also Also Day. Like, you got all these awesome movies.
Even the blockbusters back then were much better than they are now.
Yes, exactly.
Much better. Yeah, granted, you have some cheesier movies, but lumped in with that are just some great
Here's what I don't understand. Here's what I don't understand. All the superhero movies, okay, fine. Why do they have to make all the superhero movies darker? Why do they have to do that? Why do they have to make it like kind of dark and more adult-oriented? What happened to feeling better after watching a superhero movie? What's wrong with that? Why do we have to feel a sense of like, oh my God, this was really dark?
Yeah.
Like, why is that a good thing?
Batman's troubled. You gotta be pretty troubled to put on a cape and fight crime. You know what I'm saying? But you don't need to tell us about that.
Can you imagine this? Imagine this.
Yeah.
Okay. Can you imagine a world where Batman existed, but there was no Joker or any villains? It'd just be some dude wearing a cape flying around like, come on, what do you do all day? He's just like in the shadows lurking. He's just a bat lurker.
Definitely. I totally agree with you, man. I definitely miss actual good movies.
Yeah.
My favorite movies of all time, and we're gonna do this on spoiler alert. We're gonna talk about some really classic movies. They all came from the 80s and 90s. Yeah. Even I loved late 80s movies.
I don't think I had a favorite movie in the past like 5 years that I'm just like, oh, it's so awesome. Oh, there is one I really like. Stardust. I really like Stardust. No one's ever heard of it. Go watch it. Do yourself a favor. Go watch it. It makes you feel good. I like movies that make me feel good. Dude, why don't those exist anymore?
Let me tell you, even the raunchier movies back in the 80s were like Revenge of the Nerds. That was a good movie.
I don't like those.
You don't like that? Oh, that's still too raunchy for you?
Yeah.
All right. I was just trying to say, even like the bad movies were like better.
Like what I could tolerate the raunch level was like Police Academy.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Like what do you call it? Like Revenge of the Nerds was like one above that.
Yeah, it was.
All right. But even like the parody, okay, people don't realize like all of the scary movie titles and those parody movies, they came from one of your favorite movies.
One
they
of
came
my
from
favorite movies are like Loaded Weapon, Hot Shots Part 1, and Duel. If you guys never seen those, watch it. Those are the original spoofs.
Where do people think they came from?
Yeah. Now these movies are like every single movie, it has to be the nastiest crap
grotesque,
ever.
Blood, nudity. Like back in the day, there was very funny parody movies.
Go watch those 3 movies I mentioned. You won't be disappointed. They're hilarious. They're not like these.
When was the last time you saw a movie as good as Groundhog Day, for example? I mean, like Ghostbusters. Like great Bill Murray movies. Like
classics. How many movies can be considered classics that's been coming out in the last maybe half a decade?
And we're not being old here. I mean, people our age will agree.
You guys sound like 2 grandpas. We're not, we're not that old.
No. These movies, like, you can sit down and watch any of these movies.
It is October, and it is anti-bullying month.
Right.
So we wanted to talk about in our advice segment how to deal with bullying. Now, we touched upon this before. We talked about racism. We talked about us being bullied and how to deal with that.
Right.
But we want to just address bullying as a topic right now.
Right. We actually got a lot of people asking us about that.
Yes.
And in today's world, there's another level, cyberbullying, too, which is
didn't happen when we were kids.
It didn't happen, but that is a huge thing. That's a huge thing. A lot of people are depressed because maybe you're not getting bullied at school, but because kids are online so much that there are just bullies out there because they rather hide behind a screen.
Yeah, I'm sick. I'm just sick about. I just read it 2 days ago.
Okay.
Some little girl, 13-year-old, committed suicide.
Yeah.
Because she was being cyberbullied. And that's not the first case that it happened. Right. And kids, here's the thing. When you get bullied, when we were kids.
Yeah, I got bullied.
No, we both got bullied. Yep. I'm just saying the bully actually had to have some guts to do it.
Good point.
Now, the bully is the biggest coward alive.
Exactly.
And they're hiding behind a screen name.
Exactly.
And they're trying to spew out sewage, foul, nastiness, evil crap to try to unsettle you. And that's like their whole existence, their whole point of existing is to make other people feel worse. And that's what they do.
Exactly.
We call those people trolls, right?
Trolls, yep. A lot of trolls are bullies. And in the past, like in real life, I mean, I got bullied a lot when I was a kid for being Chinese.
Yes.
For dressing like a girl.
I got bullied once because, all right, when I was younger, when I was a kid, my mom used to make my clothing. My mom sold my clothing.
You would get bullied for that.
So I would get bullied because people were like, oh, look at the underwear you're wearing. What's up with that? Because it was literally something my mom made for me.
Let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
Did they ever make fun of the shoes you wore?
Yeah, of course.
Me too.
Because I could never afford Nikes.
Right. I couldn't even afford.
Because back then, kids were like, I don't know about kids now, but back then it was like, oh, yeah, you're not wearing Nikes or Reeboks. Like,
do they even do that these days? They don't do that these days.
I don't know.
Because it's actually cool today not to wear those brands.
And there's too many brands out there.
Right. Let me ask you a question though. Did they ever make up a song to make fun of your shoes?
No, not my shoes, but they made fun of me.
Okay, they make up a song. There was a song, not
your shoes.
Not my shoes, shoes. They sung it to me, but it was about all kids
that wore your brand of shoes.
Do you know what the song was?
No.
Do you know what they referred to shoes that weren't name brand?
Yeah, there was. I forgot the term for it.
Bobos.
Yeah, right.
Okay, so they would sing literally. They go, Bobos. They make your feet feel fine. Bobos. They cost a penny and a dime. And I remember when they sung that at me, it would hurt. Yeah. It would hurt, because it's not just one kid.
Yeah.
It's like another kid, then the whole class. Yeah. I mean, they would make fun of you about anything. Yep. Like during recess, I didn't have the coolest snacks. Yeah. Okay, I didn't have Fruit Roll-Up or Gushers or gummy bears. I had a Chinese tea egg.
You know what I had? That was crazy. One time I remember this. We were all going on a field trip.
Okay.
And my parents didn't know. Okay, packing lunch for school is not something Asian parents know how to do. Okay, so my mom, like the night before, I'm like, because I see all the other kids, they have lunches. And so I told my mom, like, Mom, you need to pack my lunch. She literally didn't know what that was. So she gave me a can of soda and a little Ziploc bag of popcorn. That's what she gave me. That's what she gave me. So
that's not that bad, though.
The story's not over.
Okay.
And then she gave it to me in a clear plastic bag, which that's not what you do. You got to put it into a paper bag. So I'm taking the bag. I'm trying to hide what little lunch I had. Then I get into the classroom. My teacher forced me to transfer my lunch from the plastic bag into a brown paper bag. So in front of the whole class, I had to take out my little bag of popcorn and my soda. And the whole class is like, yo, you too poor to buy lunch? Like, you know what?
This is why I love Lunchables when you were a kid. If you don't know what Lunchables are...
The parents didn't want to buy me Lunchables. They didn't know how to...
I didn't care, man. I did not want to get made fun of like that. Because food, you get made fun of your food a lot.
You get made fun of everything. But the point is, like, we got made fun of a lot. And bullying back then, I think, is a lot better than it is today.
Easier to deal with.
Because today, here's what you got.
Right.
Kids today, young people today, and whoever, like, they can get violent.
Yeah.
All right. People can brandish a knife. People can brandish a gun these days. It's happened. Okay. It has happened. Back when we were kids, when we get bullied, when we get into a fight, you get into a fight.
Right.
Okay. It's not a huge deal. You stop at a certain point. You don't try to kill each other.
Exactly.
One of you gives up. That's it. The fight's over.
Also, think about only time you can get bullied. It's not every second of every day.
Right.
It's usually during recess, during lunch break.
Yeah. Going home from school.
Going home from school because in class the kid's not gonna bully you.
Right.
So he waits till you're in the hallway. Nowadays, I mean, you go home, you get online, which is most of the kids' days.
Right.
It's it.
And now, and before, let's say if a kid bullies you in front of everybody, okay, that's still only like 10 people.
It's still 10 people.
But nowadays, if they bully you, post some mean comments, it's thousands of people can see it. Like everybody can see it.
And also, I could tell on you. I could be a tattletale, which usually got me beat up even more. But I have the option though.
Right.
I could go to my principal or teacher and say, Mike is bullying me.
Right.
Who are you gonna tell?
Right.
Who are you gonna tell?
And what's really sad to me is that those of you who have been bullied or are being bullied right now, I really feel for you.
I do too,
because there's absolutely nothing wrong with you.
Right.
There's nothing wrong with you. There's no reason why you should have low self-esteem because of what these idiots say or do to you. And it's so hard to convey this message to you, and I'm going to try as best as I can. These people are the lowlives, the cowards that can't stand up to anybody. And they feel a need to make other people feel worse to make themselves feel better.
Right.
Okay? They are the lowest of the low. And you shouldn't let anything they say impact you in any way.
Absolutely.
Any way possible.
Absolutely.
Don't let it impact you.
But I mean, harder said than done, of course.
Exactly. It's tough.
Because when you're little, younger, even when you get into high school or college, words really hurt. Words hurt more than physical.
Right.
Because how often are you getting hit all the time?
Don't make them feel better.
Right.
By being more miserable. By letting them make you more miserable. Don't let them win like that.
Right.
Here's the thing. Bullying, especially in this day and age with the cyber stuff that's everywhere, it never goes away no matter how old you are. Me and Dan, okay, we have YouTube channels.
Right.
Okay. We get bullied all the time.
Trolls.
Yeah, we got trolls that are like, oh, you know, every single day there's something, right? We do read the messages. We do read the comments. We get messages like, hey, you guys are chinks, or you guys are whatever.
Yeah, or you guys are
Here's what we do. Here's what we do.
Yeah.
Those things don't bother me anymore because you're nothing. You're a text. You're a few letters combined together from some guy hiding behind a screen.
Exactly.
Okay?
Or some girl.
Or some girl.
Right.
And what I do to you is pretty simple. I delete you and block you. That's all I do.
Exactly.
And I ignore you. This is like, have you guys ever seen the movie Merlin? You know, there's in the Merlin, at the end scene, there is this wicked witch of the past.
Right.
And she's all powerful and she's wicked. You know how they defeated this wicked witch?
How?
All the people in the movie, they just ignored her.
There you go.
And forgot about her.
There you
and
go.
walked away.
It's
and
really
then
powerful.
There's no. Then this witch didn't have any power anymore. These trolls, they want attention.
Exactly.
They want you to get riled up and get upset and feel bad. If you just ignore them, block them out of your life, that's how you can deal with this.
And just one more thing, like Mike said too, if somebody is saying something about, specifically about the way you look, the way you act, the nationality, you know, specific things, like when we grew up, Mike said this before, like, it's only gonna get better. It is, because you're young right now. These are the only people around you. So if it's a face-to-face thing, just remember, you're gonna get so much more awesome. You're already cool, but when you grow up, you're gonna make friends that you like. You know, you're gonna find your niche, who you are. So don't let those things get you down right now.
Yeah, there's a country song, again, I'm gonna refer to. It's called Grandpa Told Me So. Okay?
I never heard of the song.
I forgot,
I never heard of the
Kenny
song.
Chesney, I can't remember. Grandpa Told Me So, and there's one lyric that went, I thought I was really something, but Becky Thompson broke my heart. Thought that taste of love was gonna do me in. It's something like that, and then, but
oh man,
you know, but I believe I could get over it because Grandpa told me so.
There you go.
The point is, you're gonna get over it.
Yeah.
And
I mean,
something that could feel like the most painful thing in your life right now that you don't feel like you can get over, you can get over it. All right, we're moving on to our
Rapido Fire.
Rapid fire segment.
Rapido Fire segment.
All right, my question in 60 seconds is this. If you were in a plane crash, middle of nowhere, and you had to eat a human being to survive, would you do it? Go.
No, I wouldn't do it. I cannot cross that line. Now, this
How would you know?
What do you mean that
that you wouldn't do it? Because you're not that hungry yet.
I know I wouldn't do it.
It's
just there's some things I know about myself. I would not cross the line into cannibalism. Yeah.
All right, this is kind of gross. Somebody like didn't tell you it was human and like grilled it and like put it in front of you.
Well, if I didn't know,
you took a bite already and you're like, oh, whatever. And
no. If I found out, I would make myself throw up. There's certain things that I won't do on principle, and I know we're humans. We're not animals. All right, we're special. We're put on this world for a reason. If I'm gonna look. If the only way I could survive is to eat some stuff and there's nothing around, well, you know what? I'm gonna die. I'm not gonna eat some human. All right? Because, dude, you've seen this. There's movies and horror movies. First, you eat a corpse, then you kill somebody. All right. So if I go down, to me, it's just like I'm not gonna cross that. What about you?
Yeah, that's the nastiest thing. I would never do that.
Yeah.
I just kill me. Just like I wish I died in a plane crash.
If you were stranded on a boat and there was no power, you know where I'm going with this, right? There's no water. How quickly would you accept the idea that you eventually would have to drink your own pee?
Go. I will never drink my own pee because I know a way to not have to drink your own pee.
Okay, how?
Here's what you do. This is what I learned from watching like Bear Grylls and stuff.
Okay.
Where he drinks his own pee actually. So what you can do is you can pee into something and drink the evaporated water. Oh.
Okay, listen. Let's say you don't have that method. You have to drink your own pee. Okay, let's say there's no bottles. Look,
here's
there's
the thing.
No bottles.
I think
at some point,
I think as a human being, if you're physically that thirsty, you get to a point where you're just gonna drink your pee.
I know, but I'm saying you would. I'm saying how quickly are you gonna like wait until the last moment? Or are you? Like,
yeah, we'll wait till the last moment.
Really?
Yeah, we can do it like first 10 minutes.
No. I mean like if it's been like a few days. I'm like, you know what? I gotta do it.
It can't be a few days. It can't. We can only survive 2 days.
Right. So if it's been like a day or a half, I'd be like, you know what? I gotta do it.
That's the last moment. I'm just talking about what, like in the first hour. You're like, I'm gonna just do it. But you shouldn't waste it. So if you have to go in the first hour, you shouldn't waste that. You should just like
good
recycle
point.
it.
How come they don't come out with survival kits where you could actually take your own pee and?
Because that's nasty.
I would put that on a boat.
That's nasty.
I mean, that could save your life.
That's nasty. Would you ever spend the night in a haunted house? Go.
Yeah.
Really?
I'm not afraid of ghosts.
Really?
Yeah.
Dude, ghosts will whoop you.
I used to be terrified of ghosts until I got older, and I'm like, you know what? Ghosts are real, but they can't touch me.
Dude, demons can. Did you ever see The Conjuring?
Yeah, but they can't touch me.
What? Yeah, they can.
No, they can't because my mind cannot be possessed.
They can touch a drawer and throw it at you.
No, they can't.
Yeah, they can. Poltergeist, they can throw things at you.
Demons can't kill you in real life.
Demons can throw something at you and kill you. And they can possess another person and
But you said haunted house. Do you also mean demons?
Dude, it's haunted. It could be anything. It could be like a ghost, a demon. It could be like
I would do it.
Slimer from
I wouldn't do it alone. I would do it.
You have to go do it alone.
Ooh, yeah.
You would do that, really? First of all,
no, but you gotta give me like you gotta be like
nothing.
Yeah, I wouldn't do it for nothing. I'll do it for money.
I'll give you $10.
I'll do it for $10.
You do it for $10?
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna try this out. I want you to do it for $10.
It's October.
Yeah.
Let's go to Salem.
Let's not.
Have you ever pulled a prank on someone? And if you have, what was the best prank you ever pulled?
Go. In college, what we did was we tied a rope between 2 dorm rooms that were facing each other.
Oh, so, the dorm room door trick.
So nobody could get out.
You did that?
Yeah, we did that.
Okay, but this is like...
I got something better. We also did this. It was fall.
Okay.
Foliage was on the ground.
Okay.
So we took foliage and we...
it's foliage, by the way. Anyways.
Sorry. We took foliage.
No, it's just foliage. Why do you have to make it all like foliage? Anyways.
Oh, yeah, whatever. So we saran wrapped the outside of a dorm room, the doorway. And then we stuffed leaves All inside. So when the person opened their door in the morning,
yeah.
all that leaves just fell on their
good.
face.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
What'd you do?
I used to make prank calls when I was in grammar
So
school.
did everybody.
No, but I was good at them though.
Oh yeah, why were you good?
Because what we saw, this is before YouTube, right? This is in the late 90s. When the internet first came out, they had a guy made a website with all of the sound bites from Arnold Schwarzenegger movies. Like, I'm Detective John Kimball. So we used to call up people randomly using a phone book. That's what you had, and just literally like, hello, hello, and actually pretty funny.
When was the last time you cried and why? Go.
Have you asked me that before?
No.
All right. Last time I cried. Oh, I gotta think about that one. You can't
No.
go yet.
No.
Last time I
Go.
cried. Probably watching a movie or a TV show. Probably.
Want me to tell you the last time you cried? Do you want me to tell you?
Oh no, I was watching SAO.
No. Oh, you cried at SAO?
Not the part where you cried.
Where'd you cry?
I don't remember, but I remember like a little bit getting a little choked up. Just one of the scenes, but it was not that memorable.
You also cried at Ninja Turtles.
Oh crap!
You're such a...
Yeah, dude, yeah, but I cried way more times after that. I cry at least like, you know there's a stat, right? Women cry maybe like X amount of times a month and guys cry.
How often do you cry?
I cry like a couple times. Not, okay, when I say cry, I mean get choked up.
How often do you get choked up?
When I watch TV, when I watch movies, so it could be twice a month, 5 times a month. Okay, is your question when's the last time you cried?
Yeah.
Because that's different. That's different.
When is the last time you had a tear rolling down your face?
Oh, tear rolling down my face.
All right, time up, whatever.
Hold on, dude. Oh, last time I had a tear rolling down my face was my best friend Steve's wedding in May. I couldn't hold it together.
At a wedding?
Oh my God, dude. Because here's the thing. Because it's somebody that you've known for so long, that you love, and it was just like when they were getting married at the altar, I was just like, and they were reading, like his best man was reading, because he met his wife online, like OkCupid, so they were both reenacting their first messages to each other. Yeah. Come on, that's like a movie, bro.
I'm just gonna say to you, at your wedding, I'm crying. That's just not happening.
That's good, dude. I don't want people to cry. Yo, when was the last time you cried? Tears.
Dude, I don't remember. I don't cry
long
that
ago?
often. I don't cry that often.
I cry a lot.
I will cry at movies, but like...
No, but like actual crying.
Oh, like bawling?
Yeah. No, like me, like you got the tears. Like you had to have a tear.
Nah, it's
tears down your eyes.
So long, I don't remember.
Oh man, dude, seriously?
Yeah.
Wow, dude.
I mean, what am I crying about?
You have no heart.
Well, that's not true. I get choked up.
Yeah, no, I'm saying like actual crying.
Why do I need to cry unless like somebody died or something?
Dude.
Like I don't cry.
I cry.
I get, yeah, you do.
Here's the thing, you're sappier than me, but I cry more than you.
Yeah, you are.
How's that? You know why? Because I just need to get it out. I cannot, and you know why? I can't internalize anything. So once I have the feeling, I need to get it out so I can move on with my life.
Explanation.
Which is that?
You're a girl.
Oh man. Yeah. Coming from I only watch fairy tale animes. Come on, dude.
Justifies the, Sex in the City watching and all that stuff.
You remember the show, what was that show where they had to do like crazy things? Like go in a snake tub, like
Fear Factor.
Fear Factor, right? If you were on a Fear Factor and you had to eat cockroaches, it's like the big kind, would you do it?
Go. How much money is that steak?
Oh, the regular, like $50,000. The regular amount, like whatever it is on that show, it was like, I think it was like 50,000.
How many cockroaches?
As many as you can eat in 30 seconds.
That's nasty. Wait.
Yeah, dude. As many as you can eat.
$50,000?
$50,000.
Would I get the $50,000 if I do it for 30 seconds?
No, you just have to.
So I just have the chance.
It's a chance. It's a chance.
Yeah, I wouldn't even go on that show in the first place. I can't.
But you're on the show. You're on the show.
I give up.
You would give up.
I forfeit. Because I can't eat random stuff. I can't eat random stuff. I have problems sometimes eating chicken feet.
I'll tell you right now.
Fish eyeballs. I can't do it.
I hate cockroaches so much. How much would it be? Like, let's say
$1 million.
$1 million? Yeah. I'd do it for $1 million.
$1 million I would do it.
Yeah, but it has to be at least. I hate cockroaches so much.
But I have to be able to I have to have a good chance of winning.
Yeah,
I have to have a really good chance of winning.
Other stuff, like
worms?
like the brain. I'll eat a worm.
You eat a worm?
Oh, I will eat a worm. Here's the things I will eat. I will eat maggots.
Oh, why?
I will eat worms.
Why are you sitting here thinking about things that you would eat that are disgusting?
Because I had to ask myself this watching that show. I had to be like, if I was in their
position,
position,
you would eat a maggot. Why would you eat a maggot?
Because they had to do it on the show.
Yeah, but okay.
Maggots
so
aren't
is
deadly.
that better than cockroaches?
To me, yes, it is. To me, I have a fear of cockroaches. I scream like a girl. I'll kill them, but when I see them, I go, whoo! And then.
All right, guys, that's our show for today. Thanks so much for watching. Please subscribe, support us. Anyway, see you later.
Peace.